this morning the rain has been falling since I believe 12 a.m. The rain has been falling and it's still pouring in Lagos State. We are in Ogba. You can see people are just going to work because of the rainfall. I'm sorry for starting that late because of still the rainfall we're experiencing. Okay, welcome to this wonderful edition of the program Bystanders at the Newsstands. I'm Christian Chuku on this wonderful program. A big thank you to all that has subscribed to Flip TV and also supporting our live streaming. I have my reviewers here with me, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Raphael, and Mr. Okokondem. All others are on their way. Let's move over to newspaper headlines. This morning, I have with me the Vanguard newspaper, and I also do have the Nigerian Tribune. Okay, let's look at the Nigerian Tribune. Above the masthead, 115 civilians, 21 police officers killed in Southeast in 4 months. 115 civilians, 21 police officers killed in Southeast in 4 months. That is from Amnesty International. Says over 500 arrested, tortured in police military raids. Over 500 arrested, tortured in police military raids. Court stops DSS AGF from arresting and harassing Sunday Igboho. That's maybe a good news for the Yoruba Nation agitators. Court stops DSS AGF from harassing Igboho. Admits his associates to 10 million naira, 5 million naira bail conditions. Admits his associates to 10 million naira, 5 million naira bail conditions. Okay, Kastina Emirate bans open grazing in metropolis environs. Kastina Emirate bans open grazing in metropolis and environs. So that's above the masthead of the Nigeria Tribune. Below the masthead, we have how and when Kyari can be lawfully extradited. How and when Kyari can be lawfully extradited. That's from Afeba Balola. What I discussed with Tinubu in London. So only saying what I discussed with Tinubu in London. He spoke about that one. Navy takes delivery of 50 gunboats, drones for maritime operations. The Navy takes delivery of 50 gunboats, drones for maritime operations. The main headline on the Nigeria Tribune this morning: Federal Executive Council backs FG's acquisition of $2.76 billion minority stake in Dangote Refinery. Federal Executive Council backs federal government acquisition of $2.7 billion, over $2.7 billion minority stake in Dangote Refinery. OK's award for $11.1 billion coastal railway project. OK's award of $11.1 billion coastal railway project. Warri Kaduna Refinery's rehabilitation to go up $1.484 billion. Warri Kaduna Refinery's rehabilitation to go up $1.484 billion. 3 fears killed, government house fence, others destroyed as downpour wreaks havoc in Osun State. 3 fears killed, government house fence, others destroyed as downpour wreaks havoc in Osun State. Sanwo-Olu launches 102 compactor trucks, 100 Dino bins. Sanwo-Olu launches 102 compactor trucks, 100 Dino bins. Abducted Chibok girl, terrorist husband, others surrender to Nigerian troop. After the abduction of the Chibok girl, the terrorist husband, others surrender to Nigerian troops. Terrorist husband, others surrender to Nigerian troops. Father Christmas using gifts to destroy PDP, Secondus alleges. Father Christmas using gifts to destroy PDP, Secondus alleges. How 2023 general elections is pushing APC, PDP to the brink. That is an opinion. Let's go to the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Above the masthead, Katsina Emirates shuns FG bans open grazing. Katsina Emirates shuns FG bans open grazing as bandits kill 25 in Kaduna. Bloodbath in Southeast, herdsmen kill 8 in Enugu community. Remove fuel tools of pregnant victim. Herdsmen kill 8 in Enugu community. Remove fuel tools of pregnant victim. That is not too good. Sunday Igboho'S 12-8 gets 80 million naira iron bail. Sunday Igboho'S 12-8 gets 80 million naira iron bail as court restrains DSS from arresting Igboho, blocking his bank account. As court restrains DSS from arresting Igboho, blocking his bank account. Judgment boosts people's hope in judiciary. Gani Adams. Judgment boosts people's hope in judiciary. Our docility responsible for thriving impunity in Nigeria. Our docility responsible for thriving impunity in Nigeria. Tinubu's hail-hearty. Tinubu is hale and hearty. What I discussed with him, that someone said that Tinubu is hale and hearty, and he said this is what he discussed with him. PDP crisis deepens as Secondus tears governors apart. PDP crisis deepens as Secondus tears governors apart. Buhari Sonlu greets Emefiele at 60, Abdulsalamad at 61. That's it for what we have today on the newspaper review this morning. And I have the privilege to invite Mr. Matthew. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Mr. Chris.
Can I bring this up?
No, leave it.
Okay, let's start with Kaduna Emirates shuns federal government ban open grazing.
Kaduna Emirates shuns federal government
ban open grazing.
But you look at it, federal government, their body language about open grazing has always been in support of open grazing. So if federal government is thinking in the direction of banning open grazing, I think it's a welcome development. Because the reason...
Katsina Emirates shuns federal government.
You say Kastina
Emirates shuns federal government.
Kastina Emirates shuns federal government.
Bans open grazing. They are banning open grazing against the will of federal government.
Because the body language of federal government has always been in support of open grazing. And from all indication, the reason we are seeing misunderstanding, clashes between herders and host communities is because of open grazing. And if you look at Benue State happens to be the first state that promulgated a law to ban open grazing. And look at the attitude of the police to enforce that law. It tells you where federal government stands. Don't forget that recently federal government have ordered Malami to start the process of recovering grazing routes and grazing reserves that never even existed for purpose of commencing open grazing. So for me, that open grazing is a recipe for crisis. So if Katsina State is showing that courage, that willpower against all odds to ban open grazing, I think it's a welcome development.
So there's no
but again,
there's no ethnicity here.
No, if you look at it, was it not recently that even in Taraba, an emir gave a quick notice to Fulani henchmen in his jurisdiction? So this thing we are talking about is not about somebody speaking against another ethnic group. It's not about ethnic profiling. It is a known fact. Even Mr. President himself have alluded to the fact that there are Fulani henchmen who with AK-47 who go about with sophisticated weapons. And you have said that these are people who come from Mauritania and some other some other countries into the country. So it's no longer, you don't need a hypothesis to understand that the herders constitute threat to the national security in Nigeria.
So like some people are saying, it's not a conspiracy on the south.
No. It is not a conspiracy because if you look at it, for the first time in the history of this country, you have a situation where all the southern states unanimously come together to say we are promulgating a law to outlaw open grazing. And we have seen concern in some states, even in the north, some people who are beginning to see reason if you actually want to stop this problem. Even if the Kano State governor was quoted to have said that to stop the clashes, that there should be this mass exodus of herders from the north to the south should stop. And even as we speak, you see a Kano State government that is consciously building ranches, and I think it has gone to advanced stage. So you see, there are some state government who are willing and ready to address this issue. But I don't know the reason federal government is adamant and insisting on open grazing. If I don't know what is delaying the southern states.
September 1.
It's supposed to be September 1. And I encourage all of them to honor before that September 1. They should come up with that with the law banning open grazing. so that if police refuse to enforce it, the whole world will see that yes, they've done their own part and the police have refused to enforce it. Then the blame will not be on the police and the federal government. So for me, if Katsina State is showing that readiness, willpower to start the process of anti-open grazing, I think it's a good development.
Okay, let's look at Sunday Go 12-8 get 80 million iron bail. How do you look at the bail condition?
The condition is stringent. How can you say at that level that you are giving them each, because initially the lawyer of DSS or the federal government rather opposed the bail application of about four of them, and the court in its wisdom, because it has discretionary power, said that it can exercise discretion on whether to grant them bail or not. But if you look at the condition attached to the bail, 8 of them or so needed 5 million shots. And about the other 4 that the lawyer of DSS was opposing their bail application, you need 10 million each in like sum in terms of their shorty. And part of the condition says that you are the civil servant who is, I think, who is up to the level of 12, level 12, should be the shorty. And
over 3 years tax.
Yes, no tax. No, that is a normal. There's nothing wrong about that. But then I'm looking at the situation where can those people, aides, do they have such money? And how would they get a shorty of level 12 who is resident in Abuja? Okay, I don't know whether being resident in Abuja is part of it. But how would they get a shorty who is at the level, who is at level 12? And do they have that money, 5 million or 10 million, as the case may be, to get the release from the custody of the DSS? But again, I see their lawyer going back to the court to ask the court to vary the bail condition, because from what I can understand, that condition is stringent. I don't think they can meet the condition. And again,
how do you look at the judgment? Is it fair?
I think fair, because against all odds, the DSS was against the release of particularly 4 of them. But the judge said she has discretion, and she exercised her discretionary power to say and granting them bail. But the condition is what I'm looking at. But I see their lawyer going back to the court to ask the court to vary the condition if they are finding it difficult to meet the bail condition. But again, I have a worry, because even after they meet the condition, looking at the stand of DSS opposing the bail application of 4 of them, I see DSS not complying with that order. Because we have seen instances in the past where a court would give order and government agencies like the army, the police, the DSS would refuse to obey the order. So I see a similar scenario playing out in this circumstance.
Okay, let's also look at the PDP crisis. Is getting deeper. Governors they are being torn apart now. The PDP governors, one Wike, one Tambuwa. Is this going to affect their chances, especially the APC 2023?
However I look at it, what is happening in PDP is because of 2023. Just like what is happening in APC is still because of 2023. PDP and APC, they are the 2 leading political parties.
Okay.
So I think it's because of interest. There are speculation that Wike and some other persons want him out, though it is not clear whether Wike is actually the brain behind, because nobody has been able to extract commitment, any statement or assertion from Wike to understand whether he's actually the brain behind it. But there's another version that says Tambuwa is rallying support for the man in question. But again, the other time we saw a meeting of Wike and Secondus in Benue State, where it is believed that Autumn tried to broker peace so that they could resolve the crisis. But however I look at it, I think the major issue is 2023, and it's about interest. And once you are approaching an election year, you start seeing alignment, realignment, crisis, and all that. But ultimately, I think there's a lesson that we are not learning, and that lesson is that our political class, they don't always want to play by the rule. They don't always want to impunity run in their vein. Internal democracy is often lacking, because I don't see a reason why somebody should be plotting the removal of a PDP national chairman or maybe APC national chairman, because I think in their constitution they have rules on how to go about it. If you are approaching the end of his tenure and you are anticipating another convention to elect another PDP national chairman, I think there should be a modus operandi of the party going by their constitution. So why should somebody be thinking of having a critical committee instead of allowing the man to exit naturally going by their own constitution? So I think it is because Nigerians and our political class do not play by the rule. They always want to circumvent the rule because of their parochial interests.
Federal Executive Council backs FG acquisition of over $2.7 billion minority stake in Dangote Refinery. And the rehabilitation of Warri and Katsina refineries will take $1.484 billion.
Where are we starting from?
The refinery.
Okay. Looking at Dangote Refinery.
50,000 barrels per day.
Looking at Dangote Refinery and looking at the nature and strategic nature of that refinery, it has the capacity to refine about 650,000 barrels per day. So by implication, it can take care of our local consumption. So if Nigerian government partner with Dangote Refinery, the issue of importation of refined product, PMS, will be a thing of the past. And when that happens, federal government can now easily think of total deregulation. Because the reason it's difficult to deregulate totally is because by the time you take crude outside the country, bringing by refined products, you would have added so much to it so that the price would have jack up astronomically. But if you are refining here in Lagos, it will be, you are taking away the freight cost. Okay. So it will be easier for the federal government to tinker with deregulation so that demand and supply can freeze the price of PMS. But again, I don't think federal government should be using
$1.484 billion.
No, what I'm trying to say, I don't think federal government should compel Dangote to acquire equity in that refinery. I think it should be a thing of negotiation, because federal government did not roll out money. They did not involve money in that refinery in the process of establishing it. So now that it is already a success story, federal government, if for any reason they have interest in Dangote Refinery, because from what I can understand, federal government want a situation where they will have representative in the management board of Dangote Refinery, to the extent that they can decide how and who the refinery should sell their product to, since PMS is a major issue in Nigeria. But to that extent, federal government should not use overbearing influence on them, on Dangote, because it is not the federal government that roll out the money to build it. That's what I can understand about.
Yeah, I just want to take one question from somebody. Say APC might win 2023 election if they present credible candidates in Nigeria.
Whether we like it or not, the way it stands, all things being equal, APC and PDP, they are the two major leading political parties. But the dynamics may change if the umpire is giving the leverage to be independent, going by the name of INEC. But the way it stands, if we are not getting election laws like the Electoral Act, that we are looking at transmission of election result electronically, if the National Assembly do not allow us to have electronic transfer of results, it is unlikely that you can wrestle power from APC, because from all indication, APC is already planning to rig that election. Because you have a situation where NCC is coming to lie on oath that Nigeria do not have what it takes to transmit the election result electronically. And this is the same commission that have given INEC commitment that you have over 80 to 90% coverage in terms of network nationwide. So for me, I think the political class, the ruling class, they are already planning to rig the election. So if somebody is anticipating or extrapolating that APC will win election come 2023, it's not even about winning. It's about using all this mentality of states to force yourself into power.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. I have Mr. Chikosi. Mr. Chikosi, good morning.
Good morning, Christian.
How was the rain? Okay. Court has given a bail of Igboho'S aides, 12 of them. They have gotten 80 million naira iron bill. Is there anything you want to say about that?
Well, in the first place, there shouldn't have been any reason for holding them behind the bar because they are merely expressing their fundamental rights, which of course was captured by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is a protected political opinion, so I don't see any reason in the first place for holding them behind the bar. Is the level of injustice and infringement on their fundamental rights, human rights, of expression and association as enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution is very unfortunate that even the said government, who should have been a custodian of the Constitution, is violating to a greater extent the rights of her own citizens. So it's very unfortunate. Nowhere in the world you can deprive people of the rights of association, the right to self-determination. It is a natural law and cannot be clamped down by the Nigerian states. Not even America can deny their own citizens the right to a self-expression or preservation of self-determination.
So what you're saying, the judgment is unfair, the bill application by the lawyer to the...
Not just unfair, but very callous and precarious to the unity of the entity as a people. So that is indirectly telling us that there are some group of people who is presumed to be above the law. How many Boko Haram or bandits have been held behind the bar? How many of them have been detained by the DSS? Most of the governors is on record that most of the governors of the northern region are taking snapshots with the bandits, the heads of bandits, paying them ransom after even bringing down the helicopter of jets, Air Force jets and all that. After the killings and maimings and destruction of the communal settlements, they still negotiate with them. So you can see the level of insincerity on the part of the government. The said government is unfortunate. Why should they be bailed for the first? It's unfortunate that if I'm a legal practitioner, I will take up and I know that I will going to win the Nigerian state. It is barbaric and unacceptable. Why the bandits are having their free day and look at kidnapping up to more than 300 students and still calling for ransom. Even when the ransom have been paid, most of the students have been held back within the territorial integrity of Nigerian states. Your own supposed citizens are being held under hostage, are being held and demanding for ransom, and the DSS are there doing nothing. They're only after Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB and the Sunday Igboho. It is the height of injustice which is unacceptable. It is highly condemnable. I felt very bad. Even the judge or whatever that gives such verdicts, should be raised. It's a disgrace to legal
80 million,
declares to the rule of law.
80 million is a lot of money.
That is what I'm saying. What crime did they actually commit? Why should you make it very, almost impossible for people to live, to express their legitimate rights? And of course, that cannot deter the people from going on with their demand. It is their right, it is their demand. It is high time the government begin to listen to the people. It's the people that owns the government. Without the people, there is nothing like Nigeria. By the way, it is the people that came together that was the amalgamation is the amalgamation of people, ethnic nationalities from the south and the northern protectorates. It is not about the government. There was nothing like Nigeria before, prior to the amalgamation. Nothing like Nigeria. So why should Nigeria, the solution of Nigeria, become so sacrosanct? So that is the basis I'm telling you, that although the one nation has the right to self-preservation, that is what they are asking for. Enough of this killing and manning of their own people, which have never happened in the history except what can be likened to the same incident in 1924 by the same Fulani oligarchy, Fulani Caliphate, who are bent at overrunning the southwestern region and killing and taking over their ancestral home. That is the only crime that Sunday Igboho and his aides committed. When they rose to the occasion and said, enough of this nonsense. We can no longer watch our people being killed, hacked to death on a daily basis. And the government is not doing anything to nip this crisis at the bud. Rather, their body language suggests that they are part of this conspiracy to exterminate the entire West. So I don't consider that a fair judgment.
Okay, Katsina's emirate bans open grazing in the Katsina state government. They have banned open grazing against the will of the federal government.
Okay, Kastina have banned the state of the said president. Now, if Katsina states have come in terms with the reality that we, in this modern dispensation, where people are moving forward, that the cattle, moving with cattle is no longer invoked, is so obsolete, is so, backwards. The Katsina state have understood the level of damage done to the farmers by the said herders and their cattle. Now, if Katsina state government will come up to ban open grazing, is an indictment to the federal government of Nigeria. Buhari and his led government should understand that they are just biting more than they can chew. They are living in deception and in denial. It is no longer in vogue. It's no longer acceptable. Why should you be moving your cattle? This, for crying loud, is a private business. Look at Jos of recent. They destroyed a commercial farmland to such hectares, over thousands of hectares. Do you know the value of such farm devastation to the economy of the farmers and the humanity at large? And the Fulanis are still doling out more threats. So if Kastina state governor has come up to ban open grazing, then Buhari should be careful. The South is not a safe haven for the Fulani herders and militias to think they can have a free day. So I think I must commend, of course, the Katsina state governor for this laudable feat. It should serve as a way forward to other northern regions. Let them come up with ranching so that they can build a more formidable system. and should stay clear from the south. The south, I mean the southeast, the south-south, supposed south-south, which is not in even, it's just an imaginary expression, and the southwest. So why should Buhari be bent at allowing or introducing the supposed old route or what, grazing route or whatever? So he should, that is a warning to him. If from his own state, the governor, the sitting governor, which is an APC governor, we stand against open grazing, Buhari has no moral rights or legal rights to continue with this bid of course, taking over the entire south.
Any final thoughts, Mr.
Yes, the only final thought for me I have maintained the position that is nothing like Nigeria. You can see even an APC sitting governor is in contradiction with the position of the said president, which is a product of his own, party. It can clearly show that Nigeria is in disarray. And with this level of devastation or disunity among the said APC, Nigeria could no longer hold. So the only way forward is that the southern governors has, for the first time, has been able to express their willingness to stand with the people by maintaining the ban of open grazing for the first time, for coming up with such resolution. It is a laudable one, it's a welcome development, and the way forward now is to push for referendum to discuss the continued existence of this country or contraction, which is a mere geographical expression as confirmed by the late sage Awolowo, and which of course we have not been able to chart the way forward, economic-wise, social-wise. Look at it, is more difficult to live in Nigeria, to survive in Nigeria. An average citizen finds it very difficult to survive in Nigeria. Look at, people are hungry, look at the prices of commodity. They are appreciating on daily basis without any definite exponential increase.
Okay.
And there is no any, of course, provision by the said government to check the prices of foods, or of course, which of course the Fulani are busy destroying the farms. That portends that the way forward for this country is either we split now or we split in pieces.
Thank you very much.
Biafra remains the only hope for an average Easterner, and probably Oduduwa for the West.
Okay,
Biafra for the East, Oduduwa for the West, and probably nothing else.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Akunle.
Yeah, morning, Christian. How are you doing?
Yeah, we thank God that the 12 aides of Sunday Igboho has been granted bail. We're looking at the bill, 80 million naira, iron bill. How do you look at that bail condition?
First of all, let me just say by thanking the judge that judged the 12 disciples of Igboho case. Very brave judge. Eguatu, that Obina Justice Obina Eguatu.
Yes.
Very brave judge. I really give kudos to that judge. And anyway, God will bless that judge for coming out plain and coming out, as a real intelligent judge. Kudos to that judge, right? And about the aides that they gave 80 million bill for all of them. I think if it is that 80 million that they still want to trap them down, if it is for we masses to contribute that money, we know how to do it, just to get their bail, fund for them. Because this is not the issue of, say we are supporting any violence or anything. Those guys, they've not been caught, they've not been prosecuted, they've not been tried in the court of law that this is what they did. You just said you found ammunitions in their house. And that ammunitions, when you want to go and
bombard that house at midnight of the day? Did you come with a search warrant? Let people know what you come with and let people be there when you are searching the house. But they went there as a midnight thief to raid those people, and now they are telling us they stockpile ammunition and they want to charge them for that. And I think the truth is around the corner, and the truth is coming out little by little. And the DSS, the state police that are found in jungle justice on human beings, that are fond of impeaching and stamping on human rights in this country, their days will be numbered in the International Criminal Court. Now you could see what is happening to our Super Cup now. He's being extradited to. Yeah, that is the process they want to go on now, because he has been tried, he has been investigated, and they've seen some points of compliance with him. So what is there now is, if you are doing bad, they are sending you on a death message to go and kill people. I'm talking about our security forces now. You need to think twice that one day you will live there. As you are a cop today, your children cannot be cop. Your children cannot be DSS. So you better be careful, because what you do today, your children will, it will spill over your children.
Okay, Katsina State has banned open grazing.
That's the president states. Really? And the Southwest, thank God that the Southern governor.
They have not banned it yet.
They should. That is what they say now. They don't want any grace. Everybody should go back to their desert. They have more liberty to feed their cow. They have more access. All those areas are new, there is a desert. Why bringing cows down to South? We don't rear cows there. And if there's anybody that is rearing cow among the Southern leader, he should come out openly and let us know that he has joined the Fulani S-men. Because before now, we used to see all those Fulani with sticks and this thing, but now they are carrying guns. And some governors from that side have been coming out to support them, that they themselves are Fulani. So for them to be coming out openly like that, the Southern governor not self should come out openly that we are agitators of ban on, nomadic way of Fulani cattle rearing. You can see a lot of havoc. That is why food is scarce in South here. When you go to their farm, you destroy every farm product that they're supposed to use to feed in us with masses there. Now they want us to be relying on food that is coming from the north that starve us here. It can never work. It can never work. And anybody governor that give these people land is going to pay for it dearly. I could hear that the governor of Delta State is planning to give them land, but they are waiting for him, and he will tell us the land he has for Fulani to be grazing on. Whether it's his family land or anything, let him come and tell us.
Governor?
Huh?
He's a governor.
He's a governor.
He holds the land in trust of the people.
So the land you hold in trust of the people, must you now be sharing it out to the Fulani S-men? Must you now be sharing it? If you don't eat cow, we'll leave. We have water this thing around us now. We can go on fish. Fish is even more nutrient. Fish is more proteinous. Fish is more nutrient than all this cow we are eating. To hell with the cow. If they don't want to bring the cow, let them stay with their cow. Nobody cares. You bring your cow at the detriment of human being you are killing. That should stop. That should stop. That should stop.
So Yinka has said our docility responsible for thriving impunity in Nigeria.
I've been saying we are too docile, especially we youth. We youth, you and I, everybody, we are too docile. How do we get to where we are today? We started by following them to play partisan politics. This one is good, that one is good, and they are making you suffer. You could now see what we've been saying, that these two parties, they are not Messiah of Nigerians. Look as they are, penetrating themselves, infiltrating, the campaign. Look at the way they are doing that. An ideology and a principle leader cannot be back on political adultery. What I just see is political adultery among all those leaders. And once their own objective is just to get to one party, if that party, they see goodies there today, and the goodies cease, they will cross over to the party. So they don't have our interest. Even our southern governors, I have to say, they have to show us that they have our interest at hand. Not that they will just be, bringing in unknown people that are entering Lagos, entering Southwest every day. And our leader, and the leaders, and our KBACs, our urbans, our kings, they should be careful, because strange people will just come, give them some money, some token, they offer land to them. Thank God it's bouncing back on them now. You leaders we have, You king we have, you Obas we have, you in the east, the king there, they should be careful. They should be careful because you are the one giving these people land. They will just come strolling at midnight. You abhor them and you accommodate them and see what is boomeranging on them now. Thank God that the last conference they said now, the Oni of Ife, he has realized now that by harboring criminals, giving criminals land, is boomeranging on them now because he said it that they are the next target to terrorism. The closest target to terrorism are the king. The people that witness all these things every day in their domain, they are the king. But these are the same king that are offering Fulani, S-men, killer Fulani. These are the people that are offering them land in the pretense of we are one Nigeria, we are anybody have freedom to. But not like nomadic Fulani. Nomadic Fulani doesn't have any space in Nigeria. They are nomadic people. They can come from Niger, they can come from Mali, they can come, and you are now mixing them. You are mixing them with us. I mean, the ideology is different, the brain is different, so we cannot. It's just that you are assembling cow and human being together. It cannot work. It cannot work. It cannot work. So that is why the Soyinka of today, Soyinka said that we youths, when Soyinka was a youth like me, he protested in Nigerian Radio Corporation in Ikoyi there. He was protesting when the war was going on, during Biafra war was going on. He was 24 hours on the radio, this thing, giving support to Biafra, that this war they are fighting is injustice. It's injustice war. And that was why he has been telling us that youth should brace up. Youth should brace up. We are sleeping. We are sleeping. These people were supposed to have retired, all of them. How could a 78 years old man be ruling us in this day and age? What is it? Is that not analog? Is it not going to be an analog system of governance? That is what is playing out now. We are talking electronic transmission of results. Some people say the cyber this thing it has not got into their place. Why? It's because a lot of them they have shortage of IT knowledge, so they cannot meet up. Why the other states in the west here, in the south here, have gone ahead? You people you are busy rearing cow and you are busy killing. You open space for terrorism, Boko Haram, all sort of thing, banditry. So how will you have concentration to learn to update yourself with ICT? We have to get things right. And people that are telling us now that we should brace up, they love youth. That's why they are saying that. And what is there is the Nobel Professor Wole Soyinka, he has let us know before that youth, take up your destiny, retrieve your destiny from these people, because nobody is going to shape your destiny. And politicians don't solve problems. Politicians create problems. That is what they don't know. According to Ben Carson, the majority of the problems are created by politicians. They don't solve problems. If you think any politician can solve problems, it's a totally lie. So we should brace up. We should tighten our belts, because your rights, you cannot call right on a platter of gold. Yeah. You have to struggle for it. You have to struggle for it. Okay. And I don't understand.
And your final thoughts, Mr. Kony?
My final thought is the crisis in these two tyrant party we have, APC, PDP, is enough. Let's put an end to it. Youth alive. Youth wake up. Youth prepare yourself that the 2023 to come. If we cannot have restructuring in this country, let us youths reject all these leaders that has been so, wicked to us, and let us form our own. We have the population to do that, but some youth will still sell out. That's the problem, because they will still sell out because of half bag of rice, half bag of rice, because of all these goodies. 5,000 for the next 4 years to suffer. And I've been saying this since yesterday. If you want to enslave yourself for another 4 years, go and queue behind all these people and be collecting their money. But I just want to say, nemesis will catch up for all these youths. Well, their faces will be open. Will be open, and we know them that these are the betrayer of liberation. These are the betrayer that are going against the liberation of the youth. So youths wake up. Youth's life matters.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Okokodem this morning.
Yeah.
One. Okokodem, one.
My viewers, I have come again. But before I move on, I have to do the marching. O Lord God Almighty, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. I praise thee and magnify thee. I thank thee for making every one of us to be alive, to see the day, light of the day. I thank thee for the rain you give us today. I thank thee for the life you give unto our viewers all over the world. I thank thee for the life you give Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho, and other people that are agitating for their freedom in sincerity. I say, Lord, be praised, be magnified in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. I am Mr. Okokondem. I am Mr. Okpara. The new Okokondem in this Second Republic of Biafra, led by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Odua Republic. Long live Odua Republic. Long live Sunday Igboho. Long live Sunday Igboho. Long live all good loving people all over the world. People who love freedom all over the world. Long live to our brothers all over the world that are viewing us, that are sending their hand of goodness unto us. Long live to every one of you. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, what is on the board now?
Sunday goes 12-8 have been granted bail to the tune of 80 million naira. How do you look at that judgment?
The judgment, what crime these people committed, that you hold them up to this time, and when you want to leave them, you extract this type of money from them. It's extortion in the name of law. What crime have they committed that is worse than the one Fulani Menti and are committing, than the one herdsmen are committing? Do they kill anybody? Do they rape anybody? Do you call them in armed robbery? Have they slaughtered any man? I mean, it's robbery. This money they took from them is robbery. Because I personally, I don't see any crime they committed. Government supposed to give them compensation for disturbing them, going to their house in the night, break their places and took them without you having them in action. Government, DSS have to recompense them. DSS have to build their places up. DSS have to pay them for inconveniences, for abusing their rights. But this is Nigeria. There's nothing we can do. Thank God that they message them to give them bail. What if they continue keeping them there, postponing it, postponing? What shall we do? Let God take control and judge.
Okay, Katsina State ban open grazing.
Katsina State ban open grazing. You see, things are turning around. I thank God how God is working in Nigeria. If Katsina State, the home of the so-called Buhari president or presidency, if that governor will ban open grazing in the state where we say our Fulani state, or we think that is Fulani state, then you can think now the evil, the atrocity, the gravity of the Fulani herdsmen movement in Nigeria. If Fulani Katsina state governor will ban open grazing, why is it when Southerners said they don't want open grazing again, no Ariwa rise up, Northern Elders Forum rise up, N80M rise up? Is it when Southerners ban their own that it become a crime, but when Northern ban their own, it's not a crime? You see how they're pampering things. When you hold them, they know that it's a sin. But when you don't hold them, they clamp hand, it's a good thing. This is to show you that what we are saying concerning Fulani herdsmen is truth. Okoa, they attack him, carry cattle, fuel Delta State, block the State House, block the Secretariat of Delta State government. Cow and cattle, animals take over. And nobody from federal power condemn it. Nobody from the north condemn it. Because it's a southerner. And the same thing that made Okoha of Delta State to ban, not Okoha, certain people, certain governors who had to meet in Delta State and banned it. They say it's Okoha permitted, why should it be in his state? The same thing now, Katsina governor saw and banned it. Nobody condemn him. They don't take cattle to block his place because now them. They are the same thing. Look at this is turning around. When Taraba Emir give Fulani herders quick notice in Taraba, N80M Taraba division or Taraba group went and meet the Emir, start begging, give us time, we will fetch out those criminals among us. Not every herders are criminals. But when the Easterners do their own, they come with gun, they come with war, one finish up us up. I thank God now that is Fulani states, Fulani emirs that are now coming up to speak against Fulani herders. Let the governors in Southeast look at it now. Umai, bring them in. Itasu, bring them in. Usodimma, that's stupid Usodimma of Imo State. Bring them in. When we say no, they went and bring army to finish us up. But now look at the people they are serving. Their masters abandon those people. You are welcoming. God is fighting for us. God is fighting for Southerners. God is fighting for Christians. Now they have rise up. Because the agenda, why they abandon these people now in the north, is to put themselves away, that they don't know anything concerning Fulani herdsmen. They are not, their hand is not there. Where they are the people that nurtured them. Now they want to make those poor herders a scapegoat. Where the sponsors are pulling themselves out now. Katsina governor tell me now that he don't know about the upbringing of N80M. I mean, Fulani herders. Who are the sponsor of N80M? Who are the patron of N80M? Is it not the governors? Is it not the emirs? Are they not the member of N80M? Beef cattle rearing in Nigeria. Now they are coming to pretend, telling the world that they are exception. They don't know what about other men. Fulani foot soldiers are not concerned for it because things are changing. Their game are falling. They don't see that they themselves will be tear apart. Okay, thank God. They start abandoning it. Thank God. They start abandoning it. But what I am telling them, the evil a man did, we live with him. After him, we live with the generation. The blood they have already shared, they will pay for it. They can never go scot-free. This is not pretending. God knows the heart of everybody, and God will judge them. Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? They can't escape it, no matter how they pretend. Tomorrow, Buhari will come and tell me, he don't know anything about them. The crime in Nigeria, he's not the sort there. He did not send them. Because things are booming around. Things are turning around. Because they have seen that Biafra is going. They have seen that Oduduwa is going. They have nothing to do than to try to play their rat and game. Wayo game. When they subside again, maybe if we still remain, the next 20-30 years, they will spring up again. We know them. They never hold any agreement and stand on it. They are covenant breakers. They are deceivers. No governor in the south should allow this announcement of open grazing to deceive them. Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, hold your ear. Hear what I'm saying. Do not allow this. We ban open grazing. We are against killing. You should not deceive us. We stand on Biafra. Biafra is the answer to our own problem. We Biafrans. Oduduwa Republic. Stand on Oduduwa. Oduduwa is your own answer to your own problem. So the Igboho, don't give up. Whosoever agitating for self-independence, don't give up. Don't give up. Stand on your feet. Because Nigerian politicians, they are deceivers. Look at, I watched in the net, a man rise up and giving statistics of population of Nigeria. He said Northern Protectorate are 120 million in population. Then Fulani are 40 million. Now Fulani is different from Northern region. So now we have Northern region, we have Fulani region, and Northern region is 120. Fulani region is 140. With the 40 plus 120, which is 160. And the demand estimated that if you remove this 160 from the remaining population of Nigeria, what remained in Nigerian population was 70 million, which means the whole Southerners are 70 million. And he meant that if you bring a election and voting, that if the whole 160 million people from Northern region and Fulani vote for their own choice candidates, then they will still bring another president in 2013. That 70 million cannot suppress 160 million. That's the game they are planning now, to rob Southerners presidency. Now, but I don't see any Southern presidency. How can you promise Easterners presidents in 2023? Promise to West president in 2023. How can it work? The same two groups in the South. You promise them, you will support them in 2023 presidential election. How can it work? Is it not fooling them? It's fooling them. But those people don't have sense. They continue following the mumu, like cattle. Let themselves become cattle that the Fulanis are rearing. Certain politicians have become cattle that the Fulanis are rearing. Because wherever they push them to go and chop grass, they will go and chop grass. They will go there and eat grass. Not asking, is grass normal thing for human being to eat? They will not ask that. They said they will give us presidency in 2023. They told them, go and kill your people. Usodima will go, Chata Army, killing people. Umai will go, killing people. The person give them land.
Are the governors the ones killing these people?
They are not the chief security of the state. If they do not command the army, will army come? Usodima of Imo State came out and say he was the one that ordered army to be killing his own people. Bombing us. Killing us, going house to house, pointing hand to his enemies. He called them IPOB. Those who refuse his government, those who tell him we did not vote you, you are a Supreme Court lawyer. Those who believe in APC, you be pointing them. They agitate us. They are IPOB. Then Fulani will be killing them. Fulani helpsmen in uniform, called Nigerian soldiers, called Nigerian army, called Nigerian security agents will be killing them.
Somebody is asking a question. I Dubai is saying, how can they promise the Southern people presidents? Are they the owners of the government?
That's what they do in Nigeria. You know, look, okay, my brother who asked this question, when Southern governors hold meeting in Delta State and banned open grazing, you know what the Northerners said? Fulani Mianti Allah. Northerners, Fulani said. They said, why should the Southerners hold the meeting without consulting the stakeholders? Yes, that's what they said. Why should central governors hold meeting without consulting the stakeholders? Which means they are the stakeholders of Nigeria. They are the owner of Nigeria. That's why they are promising you presidency. They promise you, I will give you, my son, keep silent, don't cry, I will give you. And those animals, those goats, those cows, those riffraffs in South, call themselves politicians, we agree. They have promised us. This is how they are promising. They claim that the owner of Nigeria. North, as a whole, before things start falling apart, they claim that they are the owner of Nigeria. That is why in 2015, they said they want their right back. Jonathan should step aside and give them their right back. And the Southerners, mostly the West, carry the president. Tulumbu and Co. Form alliance with them. APC. They rob the Southerners, the president again, and give back to them. They hold it now and clean us. They claim that, okay, if Nigeria is not their own, if they are not the owner of Nigeria, all the hockey posts in Nigeria, who hold it? Is it not Fulani? Check all the hockey posts, both security, anything high posts. Are they not the one that holding it? Are they not controlling power? Yes, they are the owner. That's why if you don't agree on what they say, you will never see to it. Are you okay, my brother, that asked that question? Have I answered you? If I answered you, tax it again that I have answered you. If I did not answer you, I will tell me where I did not answer you. I will explain more to you.
Okay. Lastly, let's look at Federal Executive Council backs federal government's acquisition of $2.76 billion minority stake in Dangote Refinery.
Federal government
is buying a stake in Dangote Refinery.
Buying a stake?
A stake, a share. To the tune of $2.76 billion.
Now, we should ask ourselves, how do Dangote start up? How do Dangote rise up? What was his income? Where did he work? How did he manage to establish his business before he grew to this height? We should ask that one first. Is the same people that are buying share are the same people that sponsored him? Federal government. Who are the federal government? The Fulanis. This is why, even starting from the time of Obasanjo, if I don't know anything, there was a time when Ibeto and Obasanjo and Dangote were contesting for importation of cement. And Ibeto had been existing before Dangote. Ibeto had been online before Dangote. But they deny Ibeto license of cement and carry everything, give to Dangote for federal government. Federal government. Now and again, they have robbed all the whole Igboho'S, their importing license, and give it to Dangote. Only 2 people in the north, and they are Fulani. Now federal government is coming to tell me they are buying share from Dangote. They are buying share from their own company. The company they sponsor. Almost every retired army general have a share in Dangote. They sponsor Dangote. Money did not fall from heaven into Dangote pocket. It was Nigerian money they loot. They give Dangote to establish in the name of Dangote. Now they are trying to collect their percentage in the name of share. Whom are they deceiving? This present regime, this present corrupt regime, whom do they give importation of sugar license? How many people? I think Dangote Arabiu, they give it. Then your own percentage you want to collect, you tell me you are buying share. Nonsense. Whom are you deceiving? You cannot deceive Nigerians. We know you people. You loot federal money, you borrow money, you loot it, establish your own business in the name of Dangote. Go and reap, you see where you sold.
It's good news. It is good news that we're having a refinery that will be working very soon.
Where is that refinery that you work?
Dangote Refinery.
Dangote Refinery. Where is that? Where is refinery in Warri? They went to and build new refinery for Dangote, personal refinery that will take to squeeze Nigerians. When they free that refinery now, check out. A liter of petrol will be 1,000 in Nigeria. Anytime they finish Dangote refinery and they start working, a liter of petrol in Nigeria will be 1,000 naira. They are building their own in the refinery. A clique of people, group of people, looters, they are building refinery in the name of Dangote. That's why they destroy our refinery. Refinery is in Warri. Is it functioning? Refinery in Port Harcourt, is it refinery? Is it working? At least we have 4 refineries in Nigeria that even if at all one is working, we will stop importing finishing product of petrol, of crude oil from abroad. Now they abandon all of them. They spoil all of them. Now building refinery. The only refinery we see that is capable to run now is Qatar refinery, because that one is not a refinery, not Nigeria refinery. It's Qatar refinery, not a refinery. That's what I'm saying. Why is it only they give license to be refinery? Is there not any certain man that can be able to be refinery? Only Dangote, everything Dangote, everything Dangote, everything Dangote. Is he only the best man in Nigeria? Do we have business acumen more than the Igboho'S? Do Dangote have business acumen, business understanding more than the Igboho'S? More than the Jaws? Why can't they give somebody in Niger to build refinery? No matter how small it is. Go to Ijo, go to South. People are building local refinery and it's working. When this government enter, you take a red, amount of car, troops, go destroy all the local refinery. Say it's illegal. But they're digging gold in north, it's not illegal. They're digging their own gold in north, selling it, it's not illegal.
Okay, final thoughts, Mr. Afukodem, you have spoken length today.
Final talk I'm trying to say, no matter how they patch Nigeria, it cannot be able to stay. Nigeria is leaking. It's leaking badly, and this time around it will burst out. And when it bursts out, it will tear into 3. And that tearing into 3, first, Biafra, we go. Second, Oduduwa, we go. Then the one that remains, middle belt, we go. Then the one that remains to be Nigeria. So there's nothing they can do. I did not believe in Nigerian oneness, because oneness is deceit. Oneness is evil. Oneness of Nigeria is corruption. Oneness of Nigeria is a grave for the innocent people to fall in. What I believe, that is my life, that is my soul, that is my future, is Biafra. So, government of Nigeria, Pharaoh of Nigeria, let my people go. Let Biafra go. Let Oduduwa go. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Oduduwa. Long live Republic of Oduduwa. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Sunday Igboho. Long live IPOB. Long live Simon Ekpa. Long live Imapa Wafo. We will live, and Nigeria will live. All of us become a neighboring nation, and so shall it be in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen and amen.
Thank you very much. I have the
Before
great
you have
man.
your question for me, Nigeria is on fire. Then, Nigeria is on fire. Now, that's what we are going through. There is fire on the mountain. Everybody is running helter-skelter. Some people are scampering for what? Safety. Some people are staying there looking like morons. Southerners are in shambles. Yoruba man misunderstands Igbo man. Igbo man misunderstands Yoruba man because Yoruba man is unstable. Yoruba man misunderstands Igbo man, telling and accusing Igbo man that he is the one that is greedy. From 1960 till date, study Yoruba man and Igbo man. You will know who is unstable and know who is so resilient to get what he wants. Who is so patriotic to be one Nigeria. Who is so federal, more than Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Igbo man is everywhere in Nigeria, building houses, building business empires all over Nigeria, all over West Africa, all over the world. Who is more federal? Who is unstable? By the time Yoruba man understands Igbo man, I don't think there will be any problem in this kind of
rubbish arrangement called Nigeria. Are you listening to me? And I want to advise you, dear viewers. Your viewership is the reason why we are here. 3 Niger, 4 Niger, 2 Niger that criticize me and other reviewers. I have this word for you. It's because we are so complacent and docile. That's why you guys are still seeing the lights. By the time every Nigeria understand like I do, like Kunle does, like Sonny does, like Opera does, I think all these political vultures, all these idiots that have rubbished this country, all these witches and wizards that call themselves Senate President, Senator here, reps here, governors, political umpire, INEC, umpires, they will all run away. Patience is running out of me, heading to where? The Jewish state of Biafra. Thank you.
Okay, somebody is saying that Yoruba and Igbo are one.
Yes,
Mister.
Yoruba and Igbo are one. That's why I'm preaching this morning. You know, before the war, they believe that Igbo man, anytime Igbo man is down or fainted, you threw a coin. If coin just fall on the ground, Igbo man hears the sound, he will wake up. My brother, it is a myth. It is an illusion. It is a hoax. It is a curse. It is not real. It is a superstition to make such hate speech. We know that as drunkard, let me speak in English, please. As drunkard, like Pami, na so Hausa man love money. Huh? You know. Now as drunkard, like Pami, na so Hausa man like money. They turn it against Igbo. They turn love for money against Yoruba man. Okay? If Obasanjo did handle Nigeria the way Buhari is handling Nigeria right now, I don't think we all are supposed to be here today. But at the end of the day, Yoruba man will be following Fulani and Hausa. Because of what? The Igbo man is these people, Igbo man is an odious. They're odious to us. There is much abhorrence. You know, they have serious hatred on Igbo man. I've not seen. I just come here this morning to be so judgmental and critical. I want to criticize anybody because I have my right. That is my right. Igbo man is so resilient on fighting for what is his. Igbo man could stop at nothing to get what he wants. That's why they said that we love money. Igbo man will work hard in River State. Just under 2 years, he will build his house there. Then a German will come and start tormenting him. Emeka, let me speak in pidgin, please. Emeka, no be you just welcome yesterday. Now you come build this house. Hey, tomorrow, if Emeka goes to the building site, they don't use what? Acid go round that building. Acid. The building will do what? Cave in and scatter. Okay, I'm sorry for speaking English. I'm just trying to, make myself quite digestible.
Your voice is loud, so just okay. Your voice is loud. Just
shift small. Okay. So I'm just trying to make my, allow my audience, digest what I'm saying. So I'm sorry, I'm just using pidgin English. So what do you have for me this morning?
Katsina Emirates ban open grazing.
Katsina Emirates ban open grazing. Yeah. The Sultan made such remarks, such statements sometimes
against the will of the federal government.
Against the will of the federal government. That's good. I want to know Emirates. I want to know who that emir is. Katsina is where a state where this guy hails from. Buhari. Where is from? Is from Katsina. Yes, they are being apprehensive of the danger of Fulani grazing freely across Nigeria landmarks, because that is the issue that Nigeria has been fighting for now. Farmers in Yoruba land, farmers in the southeast, farmers in the mid-belt, Benue, Taraba, Kogi, everywhere. Farmers in Plateau State, over how many hectares of land cultivated with farm produce, crops, were destroyed last week. by herders. They set such commercial farmland on fire. Do you know how much that went down? Do you know how it's going to affect badly food production in that state? It means famine is knocking on their door, on the doors of the Plateau indigenes. Famine, hunger. Do you know? So now they are beginning to become apprehensive. See, let me tell you, if we want Fulani herders to go, let me start my preaching again. Igbo man, stop eating meat. Red meat is dangerous to your health. Meat everywhere all the time. That's why Fulani are rearing cattle from Anambra to Imo, destroying our farmland, Imo, Enugu, everywhere. Because Igbo man eats so much meat. Emeka, we go to restaurant. Yeah, madam, do you have pepper soup? Bring 10 plates. Among those 10 plates, make 3 nkwobi, 4 cowtail. That is stupidity. Stupidity, man. It's so stupid. Red meat is bad to your health. Igbo man does not know that. As you eat and eat red meat, nkwobi, cowtail, pomo, you are giving Fulani herdsmen upper hand to remain in Nigeria. But the time you pressurize government to unban Oboroko, if government unban Oboroko, there will be no meat again in Nigeria. Nobody will, crave. Nobody will be longing for beef, nkwobi, icho, pomo. Unban Oboroko and allow us to live our lives the way we lived before. Yoruba man, over to you. Let me yab you. Yoruba man eats meat more than amala and fufu. Yoruba man will demand for amala, 1 amala. Then he will tell madam, pack on the plate, that plate there. Icha, pomo, orichi, 4,500. Yoruba man will consume that meat, consume that red meat. Do you know the impact of red meat in your body? He doesn't know. Na Babala now, he get money. His money is talking. Yoruba man, let me tell you. That's why Fulani men are killing you guys at that axis of Ibarakwa and the Gongo. By the time you stop eating pomo or brokotos, Icho, 1 amala, ofu amala, 200 icho on the plates, perhaps at the cost of 3,000, while you eat only amala, 15 naira. Let me tell you, Fulani men, they will not leave the Ganga community, Ileife, everywhere in Ogun State. They will stay because we are giving them upper hand. Stop eating their meat. Stop eating cow meat. Cow meat is red meat. It is dangerous for your health. If you keep on eating cow meat, Fulani will be robbing your farmland. Because the more you deviate, you stay away from buying red meat, Fulani will carry their cow and run back to Mali, Senegal and Gambia to the Futajola highlands where they were grazing before the coming of their great forefather Ottoman down Fodio, the jihadist. Every day we are developing in this part of the world in ignorance. Igbo and the Yoruba, they claim that they go school, they speak English. They don't know that red meat is dangerous to their health. They don't know that the politics behind the banning of Oboroko stockfish is because Hausa Fulani want to promote grazing in Nigeria, so that you will have more cows everywhere. They will make money. Then Igbo man, Yoruba man that are trading on stockfish, they will have nothing to go home. That's why they carry they appointed all manner of Hausa Fulani as comptroller of custom at the wharf, so that any container loaded with stockfish will be what? Face interminable, unjustified seizure. They will seize it. They won't allow that stockfish to come in, so that you guys will be buying red meat. Igbo woman, they like meat. Igbo woman, Jesus Christ. Igbo woman will eat meat in the kitchen where he's cooking for her husband. Sorry. Do you know that where Igbo woman punishes her husband is at the kitchen? You don't go fight you. But that meat you bought, 7,000 meat, 7,000 naira meat. What of beef? Igbo woman will cook it. He will be eating it in the kitchen. He will carry it full plate. The food is never ready. He will be consuming it there. They don't know that
they are causing trouble for the generations of their children, and it has come to stay. Same thing with Yoruba woman. Yoruba woman, they will be doing party. There will be party in this part of the world. Yoruba, they will be frying all manner of meat and that abada with big spoon, very gigantic spoon.
Somebody is saying that stockfish is not Nigerian, it is European sauce.
Thank you. Stockfish is from Oslo, Norway. Stockfish is from made in Oslo, Norway. They are the greatest producer of stockfish in the world. Tell him that Rafael say, listen, you guys that are saying that, I know that it's from Europe. They import it. It was imported before, you where they talk online. Stockfish is an imported product. I know it's an import. I'm not a kid. I ate it so much early 80s, mid 80s, after Chagare and his austerity measure, stockfish was banned because of what? Ottoman Danfodio agenda, Fulani agenda. They want to sell more cow meats. Oga, I know what I'm saying. Oslo, Norway, that is where they produce stockfish. Stop eating meat, you that is talking online. If you come to Nigeria now, you go buy 300 cows, kill for your own. Look at cow. How they are celebrating cow in Anambra State. They hang cow everywhere. You Obana's mother's burial. You guys would have used he-goat, ram, containers of oboroko. Fry it there. Use it nunkwobi. Ngbongbo. That was what we used to eat in before. Ngbongbo. Akwa. Oba. You guys went along and hang all these innocent cows. Kill all of them. Hang them. Because you want to celebrate his mama. You are paying money to the people that are killing our farmers. The more cows you pay, the more prosperous Métis, Allah and their murderous cattle rustlers become.
Another question, how do we get milk?
Milk?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yes, you watching online. Let me answer you that milk is being produced in Holland. We know that their branch here is West African Milk Company at Wamco. Fries Land Food Company. It is there. I know where it is. Let me tell you, we import milk before. There was never a time Nigeria is chief producer of milk. Am I saying lie or truth? Nigeria is never a chief producer of milk. Nigeria is the chief producer of palm oil, crude oil, Bonny Light. That's even Brent. That is even better than Saudi Arabia. Time. Nigeria produces rubber. Nigeria produces cocoa. Cocoa product is all over Southwest. Choco Milo, Choco this and that. Don't you know? Nigeria produces groundnut oil. Kanu, that is groundnut pyramid. Nigeria produces plywood as sapelede. Don't you know the Apes timber is in Lagos here? Don't you know that? The highest, biggest gas deposit, natural gas is where? My own state. I'm from Anambra State. We have a lot of natural resources. Are you listening to me? Milk comes from Holland. Oga, there are particular cows you use for that. If you see them, they are very healthy. If you see those cows in Holland, they are well fed, they are well treated. How can you use Fulani cow milk when Fulani cattle headers, they always pour sperm into those cows' reproductive organ? They fuck cow. Maybe you've not watched it before on social media. Let me tell you, social media has done us a lot of good. Some people are accusing social media that it's come with bad things. But let me tell you, social media has come with a lot of beneficial, whatever English, information to humanity. With good information, we watch on social media where Fulani men are pouring sperm into the reproductive organ of cows. So those ones, you go use the milk. Nigerians, you want Nigeria to drink that kind of milk? You want us to be using that kind of milk? No! We use milk from Friesland. And Friesland Food Company sometimes, mostly import the milk we use from Holland. And Holland is the one that manages Friesland Company around the world.
All this you are saying is against open grazing.
Against open grazing, anti-open grazing speech. Championed by Ralph Tresvant. That's me. Open grazing is evil. Open grazing is against humanity. Open grazing is promotion of herdsmen, terrorism across Nigeria. Open grazing is the reason why the mid-Beltans, Benue people, could no longer go to their farm land and cultivate. Open grazing is the reason why Buhari died in 2017. Some people cloned some persons' faces so that they could look like President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, who addressed education summit in London. Shame onto Nigeria. Buhari was allowed to speak to the whole world on education summit. Education. A man that does not have Pasinsis certificate, a man that does not have WAEC. His WAEC result attestation was faulted by Ghana, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Togo, Benin Republic, Mali, Burkina Faso, Ghana. All these are West African countries that have offices, WAEC offices everywhere, and Nigeria is one of them. Why could you just go and form forgy results and give your president? Even one of them, one of the politicians, vulture we have in this country, says that even if Buhari come out with NEPA bill, you know how NEPA bill is, as certificate, NEPA bill as certificate, we will allow him to run. He has his right. Oga, we are feeling the impact today. We are seeing the result of today. The result of Buhari coming out presenting NEPA bill document as a result. Okay, that's why we are passing what we are going through. What we are going today. I tell you, Chuku, if you could listen to your Mr. President addressing the whole world on education summit in London, Oga, you will regret being in Nigeria.
Any final thought, Mr.
Any final thought? You know, it's always like that. I don't change what I'm saying. I always stand by my point that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out from that detention where he is being held, you gotta see men, gentlemen, clad with gentleman suits. We go set him free. Nnamdi Kanu go. Who do you think you are? Who do you think we are? I'm an Igbo man. We are the most populated tribe in Africa. Igbo man's population is over 70-something million. Let me tell you, Igbo man is everywhere. How many countries can you tell me that Hausa man are? Is Hausa man in Japan? Is Hausa man in India? Doing what? Really his cattle there. You can't rear cattle across Atlantic Ocean. You can't rear your cattle across Pacific Ocean. You can't rear your cattle across Indian Ocean. It is impossible. Igbo man is there everywhere. Australia, New Zealand, doing his business. Igbo man is Madagascar, doing his business. Igbo man is America, doing his business. Igbo man is all over the world, doing their businesses. Hausa man can never travel beyond Balogun, Lagos, where they are changing their money, borrow the change. Fulani man can never travel beyond Ghana. They can't go to Japan and rear cattle there because that is their business. But Igbo man is all over the places. Oga, if we invite the whole Igbo man in abroad, in diaspora, everywhere in Nigeria to go to Southeast, Oga, that land will be filled up. There will be human traffic. Anambra can never contain Anambra in its own. In fact, only my town. I'm telling you, my town where I come from, my town is filled up. In terms of building houses, we are borrowing land from our neighboring towns. The same thing with that town from where we are still borrowing land. We are teamly populous tribe, the Igbos. Thank you, let me just make a point. Let me make a point. I like Biafra. I like Oduduwa. I like Sunday Igboho. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, is my leader.
Today, Raphael is on fire today. Is it because the rain fell?
Rain fell everywhere, Canada.
Okay. Let's look at Katsina State bans open grazing.
Hey, good morning everyone. My viewer, people that like, we have voice for the voiceless, and we're only happy that we come every day to let the whole world know that Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is ruling by some confused men. You don't know what they call confused men, because Buhari from Kastina, and now Katsina is refusing for open grazing, but Buhari is threatening certain governor for open grazing. You see where the thing is going. You don't say Abi. Buhari and Malami, they never tell you, say you people are the incarnate of 2021. You want to cause trouble. Now, my own question this morning. Those Igboho'S wey dey arrest by DSS, wey dey collect 80 million for their head, who go chop the money? This is a country where if Fulani herdsmen dey kidnap people, dey demand for 100 million. Now Buhari and Malami, all of them, then now turn to kidnap our eastern people and western people and demand money from them. And this is the same government that have free Boko Haram, called the repentant Boko Haram. How much did they collect for their hand? My brother, that is why I say Malami, Buhari, una never know say na una be the incarnate of 2021. Everything wey una don plan don dey expose. How will you collect 80 million for bail for somebody that did not do anything, you just went to their house and kidnapped them? That means the government are the kidnapper we have today.
Yes.
Because if herdsmen can kidnap school children, demand for 100 million. Federal government kidnap people in Sunday Igboho house. Still demand 80 million. They collect 80 million for bail.
They are the same.
Boko Haram, that soldier arrest, put them for sale. They call them repentant Boko Haram.
And
They leave them free of charge, give them amnesty. Send so many of them abroad. My brother, is that a country? There is a hierarchy written on the wall that Buhari and Fulani terrorists, when he bring from Mali, Niger, they want to make other regions ungovernable. And that one have already shown to everybody. That's why what our governor and senator are talking about today is how to enter presidency for 2023, where the life of their people is going every day. They are killing innocent people every day. But then they are there shouting for 2023. 2023, where many of them no go reach. I don't tell you, many of them will not reach 2023. Because God is not the author of confusion. God will only do it in his own way. I want to tell them, certain governor, shame unto you all. You are still begging the northern people, say make them give them power, give them power, give them power. As if are they God, they want to hold the power. Every time the certain governor go hold meeting, he go say the zoning should come to the south. When some political arrangement made in 2015 by some coolest leaders in the west and north to install Buhari as their candidate, when they know that Buhari is not feeling fine, when they know that Buhari he have health issue,
yes,
and they push him inside that seat, he reach here. Buhari in first term of Buhari spent 3 years in London. In good 3 years he spent for London for treatment. And some people see the camera, the crowd for and say na president. Which president? That is in London when go to where Queen Elizabeth they send condolence message to Nigeria that the president is dead. They take cover him. Now, yesterday we hear news that they say this one, they are the meter, Jagaban for hospital for London. So when you come out say he's strong and healthy and happy, my brother, because they want to still push another person again to occupy the seat of power. That one again. After I read here, 4 years, he go live for London, they treat him body. Is that how we go continue? That is why me self, the country don't tire me. I don't talk that. I've already renounced my members. I be my nationalship. I'm not a Nigerian citizen anymore.
Who are you now?
Okay? Leave that one for yourself. Yeah, Burkina Faso is still better now. This one a country. I be Cotonou. I died myself to Cotonou now. I'm telling you. Because Nigeria, this country is, I always say that Nigeria is the only country, the new name of Nigeria is Federal Republic of Looters. And Federal Republic of Janjaweed leaders. Federal Republic of Fulani, the name have come out for the agenda we know we meet, that they born you come and meet. Have they born you when Nigeria, they give name to Nigeria? No, you meet it. So that name have been changed. Nigeria now is Republic of Luther. That's why the representative go borrow money, they share am within themselves. No road, no light, no water. My brother.
Any final thoughts?
God, what I'm asking for, God should kill all those our leaders. We no want peace.
God should do what?
Kill them.
They are going one after the other.
He say he's the one that killed and make it alive. He have power to kill all of them. Make the kid that no get strength every morning at the day. The way of Nigeria, you don't tire me. Rest in peace, Nigeria. And all these 2 Nigeria, 3 Nigeria, where they shout, come Nigeria, come see what you will fight for here.
Thank you very much. May God not kill our leaders that will take us to promised land.
What he's saying is Pharaoh, when Pharaoh closed his ear, so God not kill him. Abi? So that's nothing new. It's not a new thing.
So is that your prayer, Mr. Lucky?
My prayer is that those who don't want us to eat and see tomorrow, the grass should swallow them. No, that's it. Simple. It's in the Bible. Those who don't want you to eat, those who don't want you to have rest, those who are sinful and need to kill you, may God let the earth open, swallow them. It's a simple thing. I don't call anybody memo.
I mean, you're a Benin man, so.
Yeah, I don't know the Lagos.
Okay.
You know, everybody know.
Katsina Emirates ban open grazing in Katsina State.
You see,
And yet the South is yes too.
what the South rejected, and when they had the North voice, and the North said, why are the South governors doing meeting to hate the North? And they are not coming back to do that now. Is to tell you that Nigeria has disarray, as my brother just said Sunday, because there's confusion everywhere. And I expected the Southern governor to take that action first.
Okay.
After that meeting, and the Southern governors are now looking for 2023 presidential. Instead of implementing that meeting they have, they did not do it. Now the Northerner, that thing is hitting them hardly. Hard now. The thing is killing them now. What they promised not to do, they are not doing it now. So to tell you that we have no leader, to tell you that I let the bandit kill them there because they refuse. They refuse to say the truth when that was going on in the South. When Sunday Igboho get up and they hate Sunday Igboho and Nabdikalo, they hated him, but now that thing is happening in the North. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because they love them. They like killing. They like destroying their property. They don't go to farm. That's why I'm begging the South and begging the South people. They should look inward. They should go to farm. Let's manufacture our own things here. They are waiting for tomatoes in the North coming or onions. We are not serious. We believe in catch and carry in the South. Something should be done because the reason is that if I want to go to farm now, I want to go to farm. But where is the neighbor environment to do that? I can't just bust into any farm, any bush. Before you know, a bush that have never been for 100 years. When I enter there, they will come and stop me. That's the problem we have for South. So what I'm saying is that Katsina ban the open banding because they see a lot of killing in that Katsina. I remember the governor was condemning the South governors. I don't know before today. That is where the president come from. The president cannot be able to do something in their house. Is it Nigeria I want to secure? So I am not surprised. What I believe that the South governors should wake up, implement that open ban grazing, ban it. Let this not see. Let me tell you, everything has come down because there's politics. What the governors are doing now is politics. 2023. So 2023. So that's it. So this year, that is my own text that the governor of South should implement their own grazing ban. Ban it. Ban all this Fulani coming to the South. All they are doing now. Look at PDP. Look at PDP disarraying, APC disarraying. PDP, APC are the problem of this country. They should bring new party. They should bring new party. I know they won't do that because we have no money. Where PDP will bring 100 billions, APC will bring 200 billions. Other Muslim party cannot see 1 naira. So that's the problem. You see that they see the but may God bring a new leader that will make us great again. Not APC and PDP. Not all these old men who are sick in London, who are taking bed. I pray God should help them there. Remain there until Nigeria succeed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky. We have come to the end of Bicycle and Newsstand today. I'm Christian Chiku on this wonderful edition. The man behind the camera, thank you very much, Mr. Ifeanyi, and also Boss Philip. We thank God. Thank you for being with us. I will meet here tomorrow, same place, same time, on the same platform. Bye for now.